Jesus revealed himself to me in a prophetic encounter that I do my best to describe. When you hear about this encounter, I believe your hunger for more of Jesus will begin to fill your heart. Be encouraged and get hungry. Take a look. Be sure to subscribe and press alert to get new notifications of new success secrets made available on VFNtv. I want to tell you something. The Lord specifically, I encountered the Lord in a powerful, prophetic encounter with him. It was in this night vision, and that he showed himself powerfully to me. It was something. He showed up, and I'm looking at Jesus. I'm looking at him, and it's different than, it's kind of hard to explain him. There was a picture that was drawn by some 8-year-old girl sometime back that she has a gift to be able to do art. She kind of drew him the way I actually saw him this way. But he had a short beard, he had a short hair. It was just powerful. And I felt this love in my heart for him. He's talking about walking, he who walks amongst us. Revelation says, he who walks amongst the lampstands. We're the light of God. Jesus brought the light into the world, and when we receive Jesus, the light of God comes into our life, which is the life of man. And so Jesus, I saw him, he was standing there amongst us, and there was people that knew him, and they knew who he was. There's people who didn't know him and didn't even know he was there, and there's other people that conspired against him. But anyway, I saw him, I just wanted to give him a hug. It's like, oh, it's Jesus, right? And so I just hugged him. Hank Kuhneman's talking about the Lord walking amongst the land. I saw him walking, so anyway, I was hugging, I was just like hugging him like this, and I just felt the fullness of God in my spirit. It was amazing that you have been designed to love God. Did you know that? Your fullest, most best fulfillment that you'll ever have in your life is when you're fully engaged loving Jesus, right? He loves you. And I was like, oh my goodness. And after a while you're thinking he's gonna okay, that's enough. But he didn't turn away any of my love. It was just so powerful. Then he began to walk amongst the nation. I saw him just walking, and all these things are going on. And like I said, the people that knew him and came to him, and others that didn't know him didn't even recognize him, and others conspired against him. And I'm watching this take place. And what I thought was very interesting was that, you hear people portray Jesus as all these different things, but what I saw for myself was, despite people who didn't know him, despite people who conspired and tried to create a narrative that he doesn't exist, that he's not Jesus, this type of thing, it didn't bother him at all. He was just solid. He was just so solid. He wasn't bothered what's going on. Well, we shouldn't be bothered. If you have made Jesus Christ the Lord of your life, and all these things are taking place that talks about in Matthew 24, and just the things that happen in general in a fallen world, we should be just confident as Jesus. And so he was walking, he wasn't caught up in the affairs of this life and things that are going on. He's caught up in you. He loves you. He gave his life for you. So I want to encourage you, this awesome God is talking about specifically that this is a completed cycle, that the wait is over, that a distinction is coming, and at midnight on January 1st, 2020, it all ended, the cycle ended, and the decade of difference began. And it's so exciting, which means this: it looks like things are going to get darker, but you're going to get lighter. But he says that you're a children of the light. The kings come to your light. He says thick darkness and gross darkness covers the people and covers the earth, but light is what's inside of you, and people will come to your light. The darker things get, the brighter, which means this: you're going to be blessed like Israel was in Goshen. Everybody else is experiencing these economic crises, this loss of their herds or loss of their firstborn, flies, gnats, all these difficult things in their agricultural foods and all. But God had his people in a place called Goshen, and they didn't experience those things. And because of the blood applied to the doorpost back then, when you have the blood of Jesus applied to your heart now, even death has no place over you. So these are exciting. These are very exciting days. I want you to be encouraged. 2020 is definitely the decade of difference. The cycle has ended. Receive it. Remember 2 Chronicles 20:20. Jehoshaphat spoke specifically of learning a life lesson that if you believe God, you'll be established. But if you believe the prophets of God, you will succeed. Take this word, believe it. I just speak it over you in Jesus' name. Wait. Don't go anywhere. Subscribe. Listen, together we can touch the world. That's right. Subscribe below. Right. Wait. Don't go away. Subscribe. We're going to touch the world. You know, a lot of people want to abide with the Lord, but they just don't have a plan to do it. You can request that plan today at iabide.org. Hey, be sure to check us out at VFNkb.com and also join the VFNkb community at VFNkbcommunity.com. Listen, your success is our success is your success, and our success together is kingdom success.